do this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Short Pit, a NASCAR podcast. I am your host, Kaleb and Chris. Alongside me, as usual, is my co-host, Chris Prince. Chris, how are you?
Doing all right, despite my computer dying this morning. How about you?
No, yeah, you'll see that Chris's camera quality has gone up, so that's good. The bad news is you have to deal with that little
Yeah,
black outline next to his camera because his phone's vertical, and if you make it horizontal, then you're gonna zoom in on Chris's face. And honestly, nobody needs that, right?
nobody needs that this early in the morning.
No, you'll see the cereal in his beard.
Yeah, exactly. Don't need to see any of that.
Nobody needs to see that, but
That's right.
yeah, we're coming out of Nashville. Definitely some topics to go over with that. We'll have to go into the Project 91 car that's going to run at San Diego. Who's getting in that seat? We have an announcement for a full-time driver next year. Probably this is the first big move of. No, this is the second. Is it the second move of silly season? Has
Well, I
anybody?
mean, if you count Reddick and Blaney getting extensions as things, but
no, the silly season I think is people getting new jobs.
Yeah,
in new places. So we'll talk about that. And then we'll preview Michigan. This should be a nice, quick, easy episode, so I can go right back to bed.
Right back to bed. That's right.
So without further ado, let's talk about Nashville, Chris. Denny Hamlin, the winner. Dale Jr. says he'll double the purse if he shotguns the start. Denny Hamlin does that, and he goes from last to first. He goes from first to last to first. And goes ahead and wins wins the Nashville race in an epic fashion. They were 3 wide on the last lap there, and Hamlin's able to beat his two teammates Bell and Briscoe. And yeah, so that was the Cup Series race. Have any thoughts?
Yeah, I think it was for a Nashville race. I would have voted yes, right, in the Gluck poll like everybody else. I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting it to kind of be follow the leader, but that the resin really helped. I feel like it opened the track up, gave some more racing lines, which is why we got that 3 wide come to the finish, I guess, basically. But I enjoyed the race overall. I didn't watch much of the Raleigh or truck race though because I had the kids up my butt, so I didn't get to focus on it. But the Cup race was really good. I think Prime's coverage helps. We'll just put it like that. That's for sure.
No, Mike Joy might have been able to put us to sleep on that one. No disrespect to the legend.
No.
Yeah. Not a great day for our boys, I don't think. No, Chase Elliott finished 7th. He ho-hummed it.
That's right. We got a ho-hum
Bowman wrecked thanks to Carson Hocevar again. He washes up in Chris Buescher because he can't drive, and Buescher hits Bubba. Bubba comes down, nails the 48. And my boy's done.
Done.
Shane Van Gisbergen killing it on ovals now.
Yeah, he's like a cheat code basically now.
He didn't get any stage points, but he finished 5th. He was kind of rough and tumble with Chase Elliott there at the end, but it was good to see Chase Elliott kind of made a good sport about it.
Yeah, I like it. I like to see the battling with him. I think he's getting his feet under him. SVG is, and he's working his way into these.
I didn't watch the full exchange they had, and you couldn't hear a lot of it, but it seemed like Chase Elliott was more trying to coach him through it more than like, "Hey, quit fucking dooring me."
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I gathered from it too. You can't really hear a lot of it, but I was interested when I saw it. I was like, "Oh God, what is this big Aussie doing, reaching in the window of Chase?" I was like, "What happened?" And then they started to talk about it, and I was like, "Oh, that makes some sense." I don't have the in-car camera. I don't know if you do. I don't watch a lot of that during, but
I used to.
Yeah, I need to sometimes. I feel like because I miss things, especially with my driver. But definitely better watch what he's doing is what I'll say with SVG. Even though he's a big old Aussie guy, I think that someone might not put up with it much longer. with the way he is learning to race, I guess would
Mhm.
probably be the accurate way to put it.
Do you accept
But
this more from SVG than Carson Hocevar? Because they're doing like the same thing.
yes, because SVG hasn't been as blatant about it when he's caused wrecks, like a
There's
douchebag.
a little
Maybe
more
that
remorse with SVG when he causes a wreck. Yeah.
remorse is better. Yeah, that's a good word. He's a little more remorseful if he causes a wreck. Whereas Hocefar's like, it's just racing. I'm going as hard as I can, and it just happens. Sorry. Like, there's no remorse at all. It's just a racing incident for Hocevar, even though he could have very well probably helped it.
Yeah. Ricky Stenhouse finishes fourth. That's neat.
Where? Where does he come from? Like,
Yeah. Who? If you had Ricky Stenhouse as the best Chevy this week, I want to hear about your investment ventures. And then let's look at the Cup standings. Just after that, Denny's kind of eaten into that lead that Reddick's built. He's a minus 97 now. I don't know if Denny's gonna be able to catch him.
yeah,
But I was listening to the Dale Jr. download, and I couldn't agree more that Reddick is not the fastest car in the garage right now.
I would agree.
Like they capitalized on the early races big time.
Yeah.
And it paid out in their favor. They won 5 races. That's why they have a 97-point lead on Denny Hamlin.
Yep.
Denny Hamlin is the fastest car in the garage.
Oh yeah, by far. I feel like. I
And he's got to be the betting favorite to win the championship.
At this point, yeah. How can you argue otherwise? I feel like Reddit's been consistent, but he's not been winning. He's not had like that race winning speed. Like I know he's maybe finished second, third, but even
Blaney's
then,
finished. Blaney's in third right now in the points. He's got a win in 3 top 5s versus Denny's 7. They both have the same amount of top 10s. Denny has 2. Blaney has 2 DNFs. Denny has 0. Elliott's in fourth. He has 5 top 5s versus Denny 7. 8 top 10s with a DNF. Ty Gibbs is in fifth. Larson in sixth. Bell
which
in seventh.
alone is
Butcher in
a
eighth.
lot.
And I think that's kind of like the cutoff for your upper echelon.
I
I
would
think
agree.
I think 6 through 8 is like the last group of guys that I could see like making a really strong comeback in the chase. And like
This,
being able to challenge Hamlin, Reddick, Blaney, Elliott. Like Gibbs has been fast when he comes on. Larson, we
yeah,
know, has all the talent in the world. Same thing with Christopher Bell. And Chris Buescher, I mean, he's clutch.
yeah. You kind of hit the nail on the head with Bell too, and I think you can't count Briscoe out. Briscoe's probably going to win a race before the chase starts. It's just what is he setting at? Last time I looked, it wasn't terrible.
14th.
That's not. Yeah, I mean, so he's there. He might make it. I don't know. It's going to be
He
hard
is
depending.
50 points behind Buescher in 8th.
He could probably make. I think he makes that up, depending on if his luck can change. Because I swear, Chase Briscoe's had some of the worst luck this year with like mechanical or pit road or just something stupid killing his day.
Bowman's up a spot from 33rd to 32nd. I think that dream's long dead.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you might be
He
right.
hasn't led a
Unless he,
lap this year.
it's not a driver problem. I don't feel like, which we've
No,
said, but
if you're watching with 2 eyes, I mean, like he's not elevating the equipment,
yeah,
and I would argue that that's never been Bowman's game.
mm,
He's gonna get your equipment exactly where it needs to be. If he's got a 18th place car, you're probably finishing 18th.
yeah. I mean,
But
that's
Hendrick
accurate.
Motorsports should have better than 18th place car, and that's all that fourth
Yeah,
car is right now.
right now. Yeah, and it makes you really, really wonder into the. I wouldn't say the validity of like them letting that fourth car kind of always kind of flounder here and there when contract years come up and things like that. But it's kind of hard not to question like, oh, are we just letting it flounder because we're done with that driver and we're just going to move on next year? Because they kind of did that with Casey Kane. They didn't really do it with Kyle Busch when they let Kyle go because they didn't really know what the heck to do after that. So it's not good at all for your boy. I think you know that, unfortunately. um,
It hasn't been good in a long time.
yeah, I
July
heard.
6th, 2024 was the last time it was really good.
Yeah, he said something, which is could be them making something out of nothing. But he was like, "I'm quote as healthy as I'm going to be, or as close to
Yeah,
100% as
yeah.
I'm going to be."
He's made
And
some
I'm like, well,
comments that like suggest he's not feeling great.
yeah, little questionable comment. So like you said it, is he? What's in his? I think that's the interesting thing. Like, what's in his mind? Like, what does Alex want to do? Because that's gonna. I think he has suitors if he wants to move, and Hendrick doesn't sign him. It's just, does he want to at this point with everything he's had to deal with? So
Um, yeah. So last thing we'll talk about with Nashville, Denny Hamlin hinted at shortening the Nashville race, saying 4 hours of racing anything or 4 hours of anything on TV is too much. So what do we think? Should we shorten the races? Maybe stuff like Nashville.
yeah,
I don't mind. 4 hours is a long time. It's a long time for anything. Um, I mean, I think you can cut a lot of it down just by like getting rid of the fluff of how many laps you're running under yellow for stage breaks, how many laps you're running on yellow for certain cautions.
yeah,
Um, I think that'll cut it down a little bit, and that'll be worth it. I don't know if I'm all about cutting down like the New Hampshire 301. I
yeah.
don't know if I'm down cutting. I'm down with cutting it to 201 because it takes too long.
Right. That's fair. I think that's kind of where I was when I started to think about it. I was like, somewhere like Nashville, yeah, I'm cool. Like I don't need to see 400 miles at Nashville. I'm good with that. Um, Another place that like comes to mind just right offhand would be like, I don't think the racing is going to be horrible at North Wilkesboro, but like I don't need to see 400 or 500 miles in North Wilkesboro. Like that's just my opinion on things.
I think it was a
I'd rather.
perfect all-star race location,
I
but
agree.
Junior's getting
That's
greedy with his points race.
yeah, Junior wanted the points race, I think, a little bit there, but I was, I'm with you in a sense, I guess. Yeah, don't shorten all of them, but some of them maybe need to be reevaluated because of those things, like you said, caution laps, things like that that can be adjusted. Probably should be, and it would shorten things because I'm sorry, but when a tire blows and there's a carcass on the apron, there's no reason for us to run 10 caution laps. I know
That's
that's
more like
probably a
5.
little bit, yeah, it's just
You get 2
ridiculous.
laps to go clean it, and
Yep,
then 3 laps for the pit stop,
that's it.
and then you go on the 6th,
Yep.
something like that. Like if there's
There,
oil on the track
yeah,
or whatever, then you red flag it and you clean it up.
yeah.
Um,
That's been something I've always questioned. Like, why do we not red flag these longer cleanups? Like, why are we just cruising around, under yellow while they do this? Park those cars and let us get, more product race wise instead of just wasting the laps on cautions. Because sometimes it feels excessive, especially if the race has been chaotic. Because notice a lot of wrecks causes a lot more delays because caution laps. That's the
yeah.
big problem.
So I think some
Nah,
locations can get trimmed, but I
yeah,
think a lot of trimming can be done without taking out the racing.
yeah. We want racing. We just don't want the nonsense that comes when we're not racing. Maybe would be a better way to put it. Like you said, the caution laps, stuff like that. A lot of the fluff, in other words.
Mhm. All right. Right. That was Nashville. Good stuff.
Nashville.
Let's get into the weekly awards. Who's your driver of the week, Chris?
I'm giving it to Ricky Stenhouse in the Rowdy Tribute. Finished in top 5, top 10. Like, he's been on, I wouldn't say a heater, but he's been pretty consistently right there around the top 15. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to Ricky this week.
Should have picked him.
Should have.
Should have picked him.
Should have. Should have.
I'm gonna go with Zane Smith. He finished one spot under Blaney, but I thought he was fast.
I think he was the best Ford, arguably, on the track. Like,
And
I don't.
it's been that way for 2 weeks.
Yeah, back-to-back weeks, he's been the best Ford on the track, which is crazy to think about,
Like I said, Blaney
considering.
finished a spot ahead of him, but like Zane Smith was quick.
Yeah, you're not hearing the Blaney's coming for the lead top builds up. It feels like the last couple weeks, like he's just kind of been quiet, performing.
And he did lead oh, excuse me. He did lead 46 laps, and he finished
That's
third in
good.
stage one. Blaney did, but Zane Smith led 18 laps himself
Zane Smith, who would have thunk it as the second performing Ford? I
for
mean,
front row.
arguably, yeah, for front row. Um, I think he's probably outperforming his equipment as no, what's the way I'm trying to put this? Sorry. It's the best way to put it, right? He's outperforming the equipment he's got if you look at his teammates anyway. I mean, you got Gregson and Gilliland, but I mean, I don't think people were strong on Gilliland when he came into that car because he didn't really have the experience. But yeah, Zane Smith, he was my driver of the week last week, so I
Back
debated
to
on
back,
giving him back to back.
back to back. Terrorist of the week.
Carson Hocevar, like I know it's low hanging fruit.
Forgetting how to drive, not ready to go, taking out good cars all over the place because you can't drive. Like I was starting to like I think just like last week or 2 weeks ago, I was like, oh hey, Hartzler is like starting to take care of his equipment, and you
Yeah,
can you can start to see like these progressions of developing his racecraft. No, this guy
yeah,
just
this guy sucks.
he doesn't get it. I won't say he
Nah,
sucks, but it's like Ross in 23. Like somebody needs to punch him in the face.
fair. Who do you get to do it? Austin Cindric? I feel like he's the tallest guy in the garage that could do
Cindric's
it.
goofy though.
Yeah, that's true. Cindric's not looking for a
Cindric's
fight.
goofy. Bowman doesn't give a fuck anymore.
No.
McDowell's his teammate.
Yeah, Daniel Suarez is his teammate, so don't have to
Oh,
worry about
Suarez might do
that.
it.
He might. He still could.
Suarez might do it. Bubba.
SVG maybe or Bubba.
Bubba might punch him in the face.
I would totally take a Bubba punching Carson Hocevar like Ricky did Rowdy a few years ago at the All Star race. Just
We'll crowdsource his fine money.
yeah, it's fine money. I like it.
All right, there's your awards, nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
All right, let's get into some of the happenings in the sport, miscellaneous topics we like to call it.
Yep.
Kevin Magnussen running Project 91 car at San Diego for F1 and the current world performance driver. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, I've said it before. I don't follow F1 probably as much as I should so that I can sound somewhat competent when we talk about this, but I always like seeing drivers from other motorsports forums come to NASCAR as long as they're not a problem. I think it's cool to see the worlds cross over, and hopefully he does good and doesn't make an ass of himself. That'd probably be the best way I can put it. I mean, I
Hmm.
don't care one way or the other, but we've seen the Project 91 car win on a street course before, so like I wouldn't count anything out at this point.
On Sunday, it was announced that Corey Heim is going to the third 2311 racing car. Herbst out, Heim in. Feels overdue.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like we both said finally, or along with everybody else. Like he's performed, he's done what he needs to. Even in his limited role, like you can see, he led a bunch of laps a couple weeks ago, and he's looked fast. He's been around the lower end top 10, in between like top 10, top 20, when he's been in that car. And to be fair, I feel like that's a lot more than Riley Herbst has done in a full time role in that car. So I'm
Well,
not
we'll give Riley
surprised.
Herbst credit. He's run better than we thought he would.
Yeah, this year for sure. I agree. He's run a lot better than I thought he would, but he takes a little too long to develop, and I think that might be his biggest downfall. It took him forever to win in the O'Reilly series, so you kind of got to go with the hot hand. I feel like, and Denny and Michael know that at this point. But Denny is also like, we've tried to take our time with Corey, build up the team and build up the personnel, and I'm like, you could have done that with Riley Herbst too. But hey, whatever. We kind of know what you're saying at this point. Like Riley's not as talented as Corey.
Yeah. No, Denny tried to be as nice of it as he possibly could.
Exactly.
But Corey Heim's going to be a demon
Yeah.
in the Cup Series. Like he's serious. He's legit. And Herbst is going to land
Yeah.
on his feet. He's going to land in a 2311 car, a
Yeah.
Legacy Motorsports car.
Yeah. Legacy Motorsports, because the experiment of Parker Retzlaff failed miserably.
Who would have thought?
Um, yeah, exactly. It was weird seeing him in a Legacy Motor Club fire suit though for truck practice. I was like, "What are you doing here? They don't race in the trucks. Go away." But yeah, Herbst will be fine. Corey Haim's going to become a problem. I mean, we'll be okay, maybe.
Um, Bowman is always the topic when it comes to silly season, but we already talked about him.
Yep.
Let's talk about another Chevy ride. Sometimes it feels like too soon,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's there. The number
Yep.
33 for
Yeah.
RCR. Who do you think is gonna hop in that seat? Is there any plans for that seat? Have you read? I think
Uh,
I would have thought that it was Jesse Love's seat to lose, but
yeah. I mean, that would be the clear cut, I feel like, because he's already in house. But in house selections have not panned out really well for them, if you think about it, besides Reddick. And even then, Reddick left because Richard was just stupid
Reddick
and
was
didn't want
Reddick
to
a
get.
junior motorsports guy, or was he?
Well, he raced the first year and then he finished his career with Richard Childress
Got it.
in the Raleigh series. So, I mean, I think Love deserves it. He's the reigning, a Raleigh champion. He's proven that he can perform. It's just, do you go out and maybe take a bigger swing on someone that's got a little more experience? Because that car needs probably a little more experience of a driver at this point.
I couldn't have
Um,
somebody more experienced just a couple weeks ago.
yeah, you're exactly right. So, I mean, Bowman, even though we just talked about him, that's an interesting.
He's not. He's
I don't
not the
think.
manly man of men that
Nope.
RCR is looking for.
That one kind of made me snicker a little bit because of that. Like, I just don't see that as a fit for Bowman or
It's not a
them.
culture fit.
No, not at all. McDowell has been thrown around. I'm like,
Maybe.
maybe. Like, that would be interesting. It's kind of a stopgap. Maybe you give Jesse Love another, or do the Corey Heim treatment for Jesse Love, right? Schedule 12 races or let him run those and see how he progresses. But the 33 is the big unknown. Like, they could go any which way, right? Like, the Reddit post that got me thinking about it, I tagged or I put in there on our
Mhm.
script, but like they threw out so many different names in there that I was like, is it possible? Like, could Richard go and like pay out a Connor Zillich contract though if he wanted younger
No.
talent?
No.
I don't think he would go that route. Not with in-house talent.
Um. Yeah, it's they didn't give us a ton of ideas.
No,
Yeah,
honestly, I haven't
I think
even read the
it's probably Jesse
suggestions.
Love's seat to lose, but I could see that if buyers like they want to upgrade from McDowell and they go and get Alex, and then McDowell goes and plays with RCR for a little bit. I could totally see that, but I think it's Jesse Love's seat to lose.
What about let me throw this out there. What about they kind of touched on it right in that Reddit post. What about the failed pool of Cup Series drivers? Harrison Burton, the
No,
Matt DiBenedettos, like the guys who have been to the Cup
mm,
Series.
I could see Matty D.
Culture fit maybe more than performance, in
Yes,
my opinion.
yes,
Would
and
be that
experience.
pick. Yeah, and experience. I mean, I think Matty D could keep the car on the track. He was pretty good at that when he was in the Cup Series, when it was in his control. So that's an interesting one. Whether they go that route or not, it's probably not going to be something we hear for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
We're
I don't think
probably not
Corey
going to hear.
LaJoie's hopping in there.
No, unless he just goes and wins like 7 truck races in the
Even then,
wrap
though,
up the
he's like,
season.
okay, maybe Junior can find a spot for you somewhere, but
Yeah, exactly. We'll throw you in a junior car at this point. I mean, I don't like any besides Jesse Love. I don't and Corey Day. I don't like anybody in that series either. Like to just jump into a cup car at this point, talent wise. So,
no, maybe you give it to Austin Hill.
what has he done with it when he's had it?
What has anybody done in an RCR car when they have it?
That's a good point. That's
Austin
fair.
Dillon at Richmond. Like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, the rest in peace to Rowdy, but it's been 3 years since his last win in that RCR car.
mhm.
So, like, that's the best driver, arguably, of our generation, and he couldn't even hardly win in those cars. I think you got a bigger problem. I think you need to start reflecting inward instead of signing like drivers like Cletus to developmental deals. You go and actually look into some upgrades to your mechanics and engineers at this
who
point.
who'd have thunk it? You get the Truck Series in Michigan this weekend. Very cool. See, we got some Cup Series guys coming down.
Yeah, a few of them.
Cletus is doing double duty as Grand Marshal and racing. Host of ours in the race as well as Stenhouse, Chastain, Seabell, and Heim. It's kind of weird seeing Heim pointed out in trucks because that used to be his stomping ground.
Yeah, no kidding. Now he's a full-time Cup driver though, so I have to point that out for us. It was weird putting him on there though. I think it'll be a good truck race. That's
Michigan
all you
usually
can hope
delivers.
for. Yeah, I mean,
And the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series is off until next week. Next week.
I'm okay with. I mean, I would have liked to see them in Michigan because they've been putting on good races, but
Hey, listen,
we
even they need
digress.
a break sometimes.
Yeah, they need a break
And
sometimes.
Michigan for the Cup Series kicks off on 3 p.m. on Sunday. The truck race kicks off 1:30 p.m. on Saturday. So it should be early qualifying, right?
I would assume so. Yeah, I've just been looking at start times. I didn't even look for qualifying and
I can't
practice.
imagine that they do qualifying after the truck race, but
Yeah,
they
I
are.
mean,
Yeah, they are.
nice. So they'll
The
probably
truck
go
race
out
is
and
at 1:30. Cup practice and qualifying is at 5. It's going to be 80 degrees with 75 or 70% chance of rain. And then Sunday, the green flag on prime is at 3 p.m. 7 sets of fuel. Fuel window between 46 and 51 mile laps. 80s and 5% chance of rain. So
do we have a chance this week, Caleb, as HMS fans, or are we just gonna kind
no,
of cower? Yeah, I didn't think so.
not until we're qualifying.
Yeah, I don't think
Because
so until.
the weather keeps knocking us out.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna be a good weekend for us.
Does
Unfortunately,
Michigan
Chase
have
might home.
lights? I can't imagine. It does not have
No, they
lights.
they probably have a sound ordinance like New Hampshire, unfortunately, or
Yeah,
Dover,
it's
whatever.
dumb.
Yeah, Dover.
There's also Dover, New Hampshire.
Ah,
That's where I live.
there you go.
It's I guess the second most important Dover in the United States,
Yeah,
besides Delaware, obviously.
yeah.
But yeah, 3
That's only
p.m. on
because Miles
Sunday.
the Monster was there.
That's our weather. 5% chance of rain should be fine. Don't know if
Yeah,
we'll get qualifying in, which at this point, just shoot Hendrick in the face. Like there's
yeah.
if they can't qualify, they're not.
Just give it to the Toyotas, basically, and hope that there's a Ford up there that can compete with them
Mm-hmm.
if qualifying's rained out.
And
I
then
feel
hopefully
like.
Larson's having a good day.
Yep. If you even want a Chevrolet in the top 10, that or Ricky Stenhouse, apparently.
I mean, Chase Elliott will ho hum it in the 7th.
I will always take a ho hum top 10 because,
No,
long
we
term,
lived through the ho hum top 15s.
that's right. Exactly. I've been to the top 15s. I'll take the top 10s. Oh,
Group
man.
A on DraftKings, the unofficial sportsbook of this podcast. If you have a sportsbook and you want to sponsor us, our ears and wallets are listening. Group A, Denny, Bell, Reddick, Larson.
Give me Denny. I know he's probably the favorite, but it's hard to go against Denny right now.
He is the favorite. The only person that I would kind of consider is Reddick because he does have a win here. But it is it's kind of not the norm. He finished 13th here last year, and he finished 30th in 2023. But Denny is far and away the best one here. He has not finished outside of the top 10. here in the next gen.
That's kind of
Third, ninth,
crazy.
and first. So
Not really, but I mean, I was gonna say that's kind of crazy for Denny because I don't like take this as a good track for him, or at least I don't remember it being an overly like
well, it is
super good
now.
track. Yeah, it is now. So I don't know. What do you think Michigan's gonna be at this point? Do you think it's gonna be a good race?
It usually is. It's one of the it's one of the tracks where they can get up to like 200 miles an hour, and
Yeah,
it's
I
not
think
and
it
it's not
helps.
like a pack race. It did come down to fuel mileage last year. I do remember that.
Right.
Hopefully we don't have that same problem. I imagine we will.
Probably. It seems that more often than not, I can say in my time watching Michigan, that Michigan and Pocono seem to be more frequently your fuel mileage races.
And we get it back
Um,
to back.
and get them back to back. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm with you. It normally overall is a pretty good race, but depending on what you like as a race fan, is probably going to be your opinion for this race. If you like high speeds and strategy, it's probably going to be a much better race for you than Rex and Chaos, I think.
Well, you'll get plenty of wrecks and chaos at Michigan. I mean, look at last year with Bowman. Um, Blaney, Gibbs, Briscoe, Elliott.
Give me Gibbs, actually, out of that one.
Yeah, he's the third best car here. As far as average finish goes, third, 11th, and 10th in his 4 runs here.
It's crazy. He's been
Expect him,
performing, though, so I'm not surprised.
expect him to be a first round pick in our pool this week.
Yeah.
Group C: Byron, Buscher, Hocevar, Shane Van Gisbergen.
And Hocevar ran pretty good here last year. I'm really questioning his aggression recently. So, like, if he can get through the race, I'm going to roll with it at this point. Yeah, give me Hocevar. Stats probably
Um,
aren't that good.
no, they're not. 29th and 10th in the last 2 years, but he did get a lot of stage points last year.
Yeah.
Give me Buscher because he's far and away the best driver in the Cup Series on this track. Second, sixth, and first in the last 3 runs here.
Yeah.
Um,
I can't argue with that.
I think RFK is just kind of goes beast mode here. All 3 of their drivers are in the top 10 for average finish this year.
Does Brad get that Michigan win finally?
I'm rooting for it.
Yeah. At this point, you have to.
So I'll take Buscher. In Group D, Logano, Chastain, Bubba, and Brad. We'll take Brad.
Yeah. I'll take Brad.
Put $100 on Hamlin, Gibbs, Buscher, Brad. That's almost 15 grand coming home. If
I'll
they win.
take it.
And just one-on-ones. Hocevar versus Bubba.
Give me Bubba. I know I went
I said you just took
Hocevar.
Hocevar
Yeah,
in the
I
group.
know. Yeah, I'm. I'll stay with Hocevar because I did pick him, but ultimately I don't know how it's going to go. His equipment and the way he's driving recently scares me. So,
Brad versus Ross.
Brad,
Ross's looks slow.
very slow. It's not very encouraging.
Buscher and Gibbs.
Ooh, give me Busher. Gibbs
Hamlin
could.
versus Reddick.
Hamlin right now. I think you touched on it earlier. Reddick's not the fastest car in the garage.
$100 on that, you'll win back a grand.
Can't
So
complain much.
there you have it. How about
Short
some
pit this week.
eliminator picks before we get out of here?
I like it.
Short
Then you.
pit today. You love it.
That's right. Then you can go back to bed.
Yes. Last week I won with Carson Hocevar finishing in the top 10 and Byron finished like 30th.
Yeah, that planned out for me, didn't it?
But it's a new week. You already picked my pick, so I just typed it in and I'm sitting on it. But by formality, you're picking first this week. Who are you taking at Michigan?
It's tough. Let's see.
It is tough.
Have I taken Busher yet? Because I know that might be
I
some low
believe you
hanging
have.
fruit. I have, haven't I?
You took him at Watkins Glen.
That's fair. He's pretty good there. Oh, God.
Yeah, you can't regret that too much.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's brutal.
I haven't
Put yourself in a spot.
Yeah. You know what? Have I taken Zane Smith yet? Did I take him last week? That would probably be my luck.
You didn't take him last week. You took William
No,
Byron.
William Byron. I'm looking through my list right now. No, give me Zane Smith. I'm going to take Zane Smith because I've not taken him yet. Top 10 finishing average. I'm trying to save some of my bigger guys for when I need them. I don't know how that'll pan out, but.
When's the last time one of us has won 2 in a row?
A couple
Me
weeks ago.
with Texas and Watkins Glen.
Yeah, Texas and Watkins Glen.
It doesn't happen often. You won 2 in a row at Martinsville and Bristol.
That helps.
I won 2 in a row at Vegas, Darlington. Okay, so we do kind of get those runs, but I'm pretty sure right now it's dead even.
And BR's kicking both of our asses probably.
Dude, he picked the winner like straight up like 3 weeks in a row.
Go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah, seriously. I took Brad Keselowski.
I debated on it if I would have had him, but you know,
yeah, you used
I saw that I didn't
in
have
Charlotte.
him. Yeah,
that worked out for you. I picked Ross.
Yeah, it panned out. So I mean, you can't complain. I think it's going to be a good race. Hopefully, Prime will make it better. It'll elevate it, and that's the big thing. Always does. That broadcast is phenomenal. I can't brag on it enough. We got post-race coverage, like full post-race coverage at like 2 a.m.
Like, made it to the craft.
You know, they're exactly dedicated. I'm ready for all 36 races to go to Prime. So,
oh, the boomers won't like that.
They can't watch it on cable. What are we gonna do? I don't know.
Die. I don't know.
like, come on. My dad's even got Prime. He's like, I hate it, but they do better than cable.
Dude, I had to cave and buy a Disney Plus subscription.
Oh God, why?
Because my mom's account kept locking me out because I'm not in the household anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
So I coughed it up. I'm paying $45 a month for that, Hulu, and ESPN all together. But you get all the WWE pay-per-views on there. So
yeah, I do the same. I do that package. It's like I do the live TV package with Hulu though, so it's like $94 a month for me.
Which is still cheaper than cable, right?
Yeah, and or satellite. So depending on where you live, it is. So what are you gonna do? Everything's going to streaming. You can't not move forward. Otherwise, you're just not gonna get to watch your race, and that's your loss.
And now they're locking you out of your stuff.
Yeah, now they're locking you out.
Yeah, like the password, the era of password sharing is over.
Yeah, you don't get to do that anymore. You can't just you could create a fake email and might take advantage of that 30-day free subscription, but
you're gonna create 12 emails a year.
No, I'm good. I'm definitely not, but get over it. You've got better coverage than you have on cable. Even the CW is outperforming some of the cup races on cable. So you have a problem. It's mostly
a Fox problem. NBC is great.
Yeah, I think NBC is way ahead of Fox. But also, Mike Joyce touched on it a few times this year, is he was told not to talk about some things because of how Fox is handling everything. So they're very, yeah, exactly. We'll leave it at that without going too farther into that rabbit hole. But
God, short pit politics would be crazy. Just our take on everything in society. Oh, God. Who wants it?
We might have some death threats at that point, I feel like, from some people out there.
No, we are not made for the average NASCAR listener as far as politics go.
No, definitely not.
As much as we are objectively correct.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll save that for when we decide to venture into that side of content creation.
Oh, Belly Up would kill us.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't like that too
much. Or they don't even watch, so who cares?
You never know.
The only people who watch are you, loyal listener. The only people who watch and listen are you guys, and that's the opinion we care about.
That's right. That's right. So, you guys let us know. If you want to hear that nonsense, we'll work it in. Maybe
we'll bring it. Probably not. We'll bring it next week. We'll bring it next week.
We got it. We need more stuff to talk about.
Absolutely, because we're cutting it at 40 minutes here. So Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, the whole 9 yards.
All of them.
And we'll see you next week for Pocono.
Pocono.
Triangle. Let's get it.